What's up there, youth pastors? Paul Turner here from thediscipleproject.net, and I'd like to ask you, what does your church think about Halloween? There are differing opinions about that, and so I thought today I'd talk a little bit about what I think about Halloween and my approach to it. And you're welcome to disagree down in the comments, of course, as always. But let's go ahead and jump into, does God hate Halloween? O Halloween, the church doth despise thee, but why? Halloween, or All Hallows Eve, is a much debated topic in the church as to whether the church, being the Catholic Church, stole it from pagans or the other way around. Well, let's go ahead and take a look at Wikipedia and see what they have to say about the subject. Halloween, or Halloween, less commonly known as All Halloween, All Hallows Eve, or All Saints Eve, is a celebration observed in many countries on 31st October, the eve of the Western Christian feast of All Saints' Day. It begins the observance of All Hallowtide, the time in the liturgical year dedicated to remembering the dead, including saints, hallows, martyrs, and all the faithful departed. One theory holds that many Halloween traditions were influenced by Celtic harvest festivals, particularly the Gaelic festival Samhain, which are believed to have pagan roots. Some go further and suggest that Samhain may have been Christianized as All Hallows Day, along with its eve by the early church. Other academics believe Halloween began solely as a Christian holiday, being the vigil of All Hallows Day. Celebrated in Ireland and Scotland for centuries, Irish and Scottish immigrants took many Halloween customs to North America in the 19th century. And then, through American influence, Halloween had spread to other countries by the late 20th and early 21st century. So, as you can see, there are a couple of different interpretations there about who came first, and churches reflect this belief in whether or not they simply put Halloween on the shelf and say, not that big a deal, we're going to do harvest festivals and so forth. And then there are other churches who just go all out to just destroy Halloween as the demonic holiday they believe it is. But I don't see Halloween being any more demonic on the day of October 31st than any other day of the year. Do demons take a rest the other 364 days and they only come out on the 31st? Well, I don't think so. What irritates me, though, is not the argument of which came first, but why does the church get so upset with its existence, pouring time and energy into either fighting it or competing with it? When my kids were little, and maybe not so little, every October 31st, I woke them up singing this little song. This is the day that the Lord has made, that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. This is the day that the Lord has made. You're welcome. Thank you very much. But why did I start such a crazy tradition? Because I wanted my kids to understand that the devil doesn't get his own day. He does not make the sun to rise, nor to make it set. Therefore, no credit for the day should be attributed to him. How Halloween was celebrated hundreds of years ago is not how it is practiced or celebrated today. Kids do not see Halloween as the day when the supernatural line between the netherworld and our world is at its thinnest, so fairies and such can cross over into our world. If a kid shows up at your door on March 4th wearing a Spider-Man costume asking for candy, are they practicing Halloween? I would say no. Kids just want to dress up and grab some candy one day a year with no ill intent to practice witchcraft. To actually practice witchcraft, you have to be intentional, present of mind. You can't accidentally practice witchcraft any more than you can accidentally practice Christianity. Every day, evil is celebrated by someone or some group. Many witches and pagans practice all year long and not just one night of the year. But I imagine there are some, like Christians, who only participate in religious services twice a year. So, does God hate Halloween? No. He hates when people, especially his own people, get obsessed with a day of the year, but put little effort into the rest of the year, into the things that matter most to him. People. So listen, if you're interested in taking back Halloween, or All Saints Day as the church has called it for hundreds of years, I have a 4-week series called Bringing Back the Dead, where I offer lessons on biblical and historical Christian martyrs. It's a perfect series for the season, and I'll put a link down in the doobly-doo down there that you can grab it for yourself. Or if you'd like to engage with your students on social media for 31 days, you can check out my 31 days of Halloween-themed Would You Rather questions. But that is it for today, everybody. Thank you so much for hanging and being a part of the video today. If you like this video, well, go ahead and click that thumbs up button. That tells me you like it and you want more of them. And if you're not subscribed yet, well, go ahead and subscribe and you'll get more cool videos like this in your inbox on a regular basis. And I look forward to hanging out with you guys in the next video. We'll talk to you guys later. Have a good day, everybody.